Oh boy, everybody, we are on the eve of what's supposed to be the biggest weekend so far this Call of Duty League season, the Atlanta homestand, and it might not be happening. As me recording right now, there is still supposedly no solution to the PC PS4 lobby glitch, not allowing people on PC to join, whether your coaching staff joins through PC, more importantly, whether the observers join through PC, which I do believe they do for the broadcast. We are still up in the air in terms of questions if this event will actually happen in the first place. This lobby issue haunting also many players out there and causing a lot of net error codes known as platypus across several players. Yes, we are now 3 weekends in and many months into this brand new title, and still lobbies are an issue. Players are having trouble joining lobbies to play the game, which has a $300 million competitive league, and it does sound pretty bad. I hope the solution does come out soon, because this weekend was supposed to be, to date, even including London, the biggest weekend we've had so far, and it's one that I think all of us were so excited to see. Please, IW, please, Activision, do your job and fix the lobby issues. Also, though, via the thumbnail, if you guys do remember, many months back, we talked about this theory after the player meeting in LA, where players were met with Activision, with the league, and potentially told how to act via social media. There was speculation, there was a small rumor out there that after that meeting, players were told not to publicly backlash the game and talk bad about Modern Warfare. And for, I would say, honestly, for a few weeks, many pro players were not bashing the game as harshly as I thought they could. Clayster last night disproved that entire theory. This guy popped off for a multitude of reasons, and all rightfully so, about the issues so far with IW, with Activision, and the game itself being very, very broken. His tweet on screen for all of you, he goes on to talk about those player lobby issues still being a gigantic thing, the netcode error apparently being platypus. He went on for that quite a bit, I would say. That does include the observers not being able to join the lobbies. On top of that, the 12 hertz or 12 hertz tick, whichever you do want to call it. He really freaked out on that because that's been an issue for, again, quite some time. Spawns are still broken, the MP5 issues, battle hardened, and more, as he does continue other pro players backing his words on top of that. And when I read this tweet the entire time, he snapped. He totally snapped, which, I mean, I'm totally okay with. I love this honesty, and you can't expect solutions unless you bring these problems public, which, I mean, a lot of people already knew about these problems. I'm sure IW Activision knows about these problems, and they're still somehow not fixed. Congrats to Clayster for speaking up finally, and yes, in that same string, tons of pro players backing him up. This is not something you typically see across many esports out there. I'll say it time and time again, when it comes to Call of Duty and public complaints and public backlash, they're definitely of the top of that nature. Hopefully things will get fixed, most importantly, and first of all, hopefully these lobbies will be fixed. On top of that, guys, we talked earlier this week about some roster changes happening. We could see Blast for the LA Guerrillas in the future come in for Aches, but most importantly, and this weekend as well, we could have the Surge replacing Enable, as he has been benched in the roster with Pandur. They played some of their scrims last night, supposedly, and took down FaZe on one map. Albeit, guys, yeah, I don't care about the KD spread to score spread. Yes, maybe they should have won the game by a bit more given those metrics, but either way, to bring in a sub like that and take a map off FaZe, which, again, most teams, or a lot of teams so far who've actually taken a map off them during scrims, typically have posted a tweet or two about it, and if they don't, they still post a tweet about how FaZe just rocked their world. Either way, guys, without Enable, Pandur in for some of his first scrims with this roster, to see him pop off and already settling in is a great sign for this team who much needs it, right? They take a map off FaZe, so be it. Credit is deserved, okay? Yes, it takes a lot more maps to take a series, but either way, to have a brand new sub in the roster, have him pop off already, it's a good sign if you're a Seattle fan, and if you're a FaZe fan, you're probably still not very worried about it. Online scrims might not mean much, as we have already proven so far this season, but beating FaZe means something. Yeah, take those words. Very lastly, for all of you guys, something I thought I'd touch on very briefly. That's going to be the Chicago Huntsmen making tens of thousands of dollars now off a meme known as free rent. I'm sure many of you guys already remember this quote. Yes, they've gone ahead and printed this shirt. I got to imagine they've already sold probably thousands to the diehard fans out there. It is actually, it's insane, the power of Scump and the power of the old Optic army and what they can do. Yes, we now have a free rent Huntsman shirt just 3 weeks into the Call of Duty League season. What other shirts and merch will come from these memes? I have no idea. I do apologize, guys. I feel a bit off this morning, so if this video did not feel like your typical Call of Duty video, I really do apologize. A lot of videos coming out today and a lot of work to be done. I hope to see you guys back here Monday breaking down Atlanta FaZe and their homestand weekend. We will see if it does happen, and if it does, it should be a great, great event. Until next time, take care. Hope you guys all enjoy. Drink your coffee, drink your water, gamers.